What's going on, guys? RussLyman here. And have you ever want to make your Let's Plays or Quick Plays a little more visually appealing? Well, I'm going to show you how I do just that on my videos. So let's head over to the computer and I'll show you how it's done. Alright guys, I wanted to show you how I got this cool overlay here for my quick play with the photo in the background, some gameplay stuff here, us on screen, and all the extra add-ons. So first things first, we have to add us in front of the green screen. So I always count off when I'm going to hit record on my capture device.
Alright, hitting record in 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so I stopped it right where I said 1, so I'm going to add that to my timeline. And here's all the footage that I captured. So the beginning of my gameplay footage is going to be here. We could put it underneath. And then we're just going to go to our effects tab and go down to keying. And that will key us out. And then I always just resize us to a little bit smaller. Put us in the corner, and you see how there is some shadows here. If you open up the inspector and do sample, you usually get rid of that, like so. And now depending how you record it, your gameplay footage, mine is essentially 1080. I can crop it. Go down to the crop and trim, and you just want the gameplay footage. So trim it side to side and top to bottom. So now you just have that. This only works for if you're playing Nintendo, Super Nintendo, the old school systems. And now I can move that kind of to the corner, shrink it a little bit. And what I like to do is combine both clips as a compound clip and name it gameplay with live or something like that to know that it's the gameplay and it's us on there. So this will take a while to render, but once it does, you can go back and cut it up how you want. And say you don't like the size of how you are in here. If you double click, it opens up the clip again, and you can then click on this and adjust where you want to put it or how high or whatever. So it's not permanent, which is great. And then you just hit the back button here and it will go back to here. And now I have two different images on here. I just found on Google. I just did a Google search of football field and was trying to see which one looked the best. So all you do is drag this underneath. You can zoom in some. So if you hit V, it hides the other image. So this one's a little bit short, so we would have to increase the size to fill up everything. So it doesn't look too bad. And then if we want to see the other one, this is the one I ended up going with, and that's about a good size there. I like that you can see the field and lots of people in the background over here. That was real nice. And then again, all I did, if you go to Google and type in Techno Super Bowl images, and you can just get the cover art right here, whichever one you like, and then go back to your project and drag it in, and then you can put this on top as well. And then just go to resize and position. And right now it's on the top layer, so it's in front of us, which we don't want just in case if our hands go up. So all you do is drag it below. So now it's behind us. So I had it somewhere over there. And then all I did was to get the helmets. We have the helmets right here. Is search Rams helmet PNG. This way it won't have a background. And just save it as a PNG. Save as. And you have to sometimes make sure it's a PNG. Right here, it's actually a JPEG. So what we can do is copy it and then bring it into Photoshop. File, new. I usually change the resolution to 300. Get rid of your background and then use your magic wand tool. And that gets rid of everything. And then you can just go back, and what I ended up doing was putting a stroke over the whole helmet. This way it just stands out a little bit from the background. So to do that, just double click your image, add stroke, and I changed it to a white. And you can go a little thicker. Not that thick. That looks good. And then just save it. And that's all I did with here. And again, you could, these ones you could probably just leave on the top layer because they're going to be high enough to where it's not going to affect our gameplay. And then you can adjust accordingly. They got to be pretty small. And let's just make sure we'll stretch this over the whole video here. And then I added, the last was the Super Bowl symbol. And again, I looked for a PNG file, and if I couldn't find one, I just had to manipulate it in Photoshop. I had this one pretty small right in the corner. You don't want it too big, blocking the gameplay, so just a touch like that. And then again, you can just these side, maybe make the helmets a little bit smaller. This way the box art is not getting covered. Like that, and then maybe just adjust where the box art is. And there it is. It's pretty simple.
Fine, I picked mine. I don't know what any of them do.
And again, too, if the audio for the gameplay is too loud, with your combined clip here, you can double click, and you have the adjustment here of the audio for the gameplay. So you make it higher or lower. And that's just one nice way to kind of jazz up your quick play, so it's just not a small box in the corner with you. If you do have the green screen, it works nice. If you don't have a green screen, you know, you'll just have a box outline over here, but you could still add the other cool pictures to help it set it apart some. Then again, if you want, grab everything and you can combine it again to a new compound clip. You can name it something full clip with add-ons or something, and it will make it one single clip. And then what I ended up doing to go back to break it up so it's not one static shot is I found where something stood out. Maybe right there where I'm laughing with the controller. Split the clip.
Alright, so you gotta hit the combination. But it's
and then you can crop in so it's like a zoom. I was making some weird face. Frame it up nice so you have both of you in there. This way it's not that same static shot and it's going to change.
people. Alright, so you gotta hit the combination. But is this you or me? I don't...
And you can go across that and do it through the whole clip. You know, cut and splice. And an easy way to save yourself time, if you're going to be doing that same crop in, select your clip, hit Command-C, and then find your next clip where you're going to do the same. Alright, I'm laughing right there. Command-B. I think I stopped laughing there. Command-B again, that'll split your clip. And then select the clip you want and hit Option Command-V. That basically takes everything that you did to this clip, if it was color balance, cropping, and it pastes it directly to this. So you don't have to keep clicking over here and hit crop and then size it up. So it's just a faster way you can edit. Command-B, Command-B, Command, Option, and V. Boom. So it speeds up your editing process. And you can see here in my full edit, I like starting it off with an actual intro of me on camera, maybe talking a little bit about the game and letting the viewers know maybe some facts, just so it doesn't jump into gameplay and it helps it stand out some. Do a quick intro, introduce myself, and have my short intro right here.
Welcome back, guys. RussLyman here, and it is Super Bowl Sunday. So I thought it'd be appropriate to play some Tecmo Super Bowl. Sunday, fun day. It's a quick play. Now this game was a...
So quick intro like that, and now I give a couple facts. and then just go right into the gameplay after that. This way it's a nice introduction and it doesn't just come out of nowhere with the gameplay. And then again, I end the video the same way. This is all the gameplay on my editing. And then it's going to come back into some on-camera action.
NFL 26-7. Here's our stats. Well, guys, there it is. That was the Super Bowl on Tecmo Super Bowl NES. Maybe it'll play out the same this afternoon.
And there you go. Pretty simple, and it could help set your videos apart just a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Well, guys, that's it. Hopefully you found this video informative and helpful. There's lots of videos you can check out that will help you out with editing, so just do a search on YouTube and you'll find lots of results. And make sure to hit the thumbs up on this video to let me know you like it. It really helps out the channel. Or consider sharing it with maybe someone that needs help with editing to step up their YouTube game. And as always, gamers, I'm RussLyman, and keep your world fun bit by bit. I'll see you next video. And I'd like to give a super shout out to all my Patreon supporters: Joey Ellis, George Sandoval, Joseph Riviera, Nintendo, Joe Sheevy, David Apuzzo, Maynard, Dr. Pest, Brian Culpepper, TechWizX, and everyone on my Patreon. Link below if you want to join. And I'll see you guys later.